Okay, I'm such a dork. Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's amazing training that it's going to be so much fun, and it's going to have, you're just going to have so many breakthroughs around serving your people up well and actually landing your messaging with the people who matter most to you. So today, if you're new to this YouTube channel, we are talking all about service, how service is the cornerstone, is the foundation of a solid business. Not just a business that's doing well financially, but a business that actually gets to your heart, a business that is created from the depths of your soul, a business that is not just something that you're creating, but it's a calling. It's something that God has laid on your heart and you get to create it. And you're responsible for creating it. So that's really the people that I am speaking to today. If you are that person, hello. Please consider subscribing. You're going to get lots more content like this. And we're going to have more trainings this week right before Christmas. So if you want to get access to those, watch them live, subscribe down below, because then YouTube is going to send you lovely reminders for this content to come out. Okay, that's all. That's my spiel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Katie. I'm your host. I am a content creation and visibility coach, and I support mom entrepreneurs, mainly mom entrepreneurs, but especially women in the world, create and impact others. And I specifically do this through businesses. So today we're talking about service and how this is the foundation. It's the cornerstone of creating the powerful content that you want to see in the world, the powerful content that your clients want to see in the world, and is supporting them and actually creating what they want to create. So let's say you are I'm going to open my chat also. If you guys are here live, totally comment. And if you're on Facebook or you are on YouTube right now, totally comment and let me know you're here. Say hello. I can see your comments down on the side. So serving her. Maybe you are an entrepreneur who is supporting other moms or women in decluttering their life. Maybe you are a mom entrepreneur that are supporting other moms in doing the exact same thing you're doing. Maybe you are selling jewelry that other women are loving and gifting to themselves and gifting to other people in their life. Whatever it is that you do in the world, there is a message that you are sharing. There is a gift that you are giving to the world that gets to be heard, that needs to be heard. I actually have a piece of content coming out. I'm not going to tell you what kind. I have a piece of content coming out in 2022 that's all about this, why the world needs to hear you. And this is really the cornerstone of why I create what I create. I support other people in getting visible and using their voice to actually support the people that they love and they want to see succeed in the world, which includes you. So serving her is about getting intimate and clear on who you are serving and how to serve them well. And one of the best ways is getting out of your own way. So really quick survey, if you are here and you are not clear, whether you are watching live or you are watching after this is live, if you are not clear, and if I'm looking over here, it's just because I'm looking at the people who are popping in. If you are not clear about exactly who you are serving in your business, if you're not clear about your ideal client, then, or your avatar, some people call it your avatar. So basically, these are the people that you serve best. If you are not clear on that, totally let me know. I'll put not clear in the comments, not clear in the comments. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, I will make sure that you get access. If you're on my email list, you will get access to this. And if you're not on my email list, get on my email list. You should totally get on my email list. For being on my email list, I'm rewarding you with an extra bonus training this week on speaking to her, which is, okay, how am I actually clear and intimate about the person I'm speaking to? How do I know who that person is? Why are they the person in my life? If you're not clear exactly who your ideal client is, definitely I will serve that to you. I will give that to you as a gift from me to you this Merry Christmas. And you can get clear on who your ideal client is. So you're speaking, you know exactly who you're speaking to. But for those of you who are like, yeah, I know who my people are. They are this demographic. They are serving these people. These are the struggles they have in the world. These are the questions they have in the world. And I'm the one that gets to answer and solve the things that they're looking for. If you're clear, we'll move forward. Even if you're not clear, follow along. So we're talking about serving, service. This is what business is all about. Solving a problem, answering a question. It is what we can do in the world. And let me just take a minute to speak into your life right now. You have something that is super powerful, that is incredibly original to you, something that God has gifted you to speak to the world about. For me, a lot of it is freedom. Freedom without the attachment of things or um, doings or like my circumstances. And a lot of that comes from the fact that I was born with disabilities and I've had so many surgeries and injuries and things that have gone on in my life where other people would look at me and say, well, poor you, like there's so much that is against you. And I look at myself in the mirror and I say, no, 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 you don't get it. This is freeing because I've learned how to be resilient. I've learned how to be committed to what it is I want to create in the world. I've learned to, and I need to make sure I turn off my phone. I've learned how to be really, really proactive about creating, being in my imagination, generating incredible things in the world, not just for me, but for other people who are like me. And so something that other people would look at me and say, oh, like that's not good, or that's bad, or you must feel bad about that, is not something that's bad to me. Not having hands and having all of my joints in my body like going crazy and having a drama club with me is not a bad thing. It is something that supports me in generating and moving forward. Clementina is here. Love it, girl. Thank you for being here. So there are things in your life that you have gone through, maybe struggled through, and you've come out on the other side and you've learned something amazing from those things in your life. And those are the things that you get to speak into. Those are the things that will support the people around you. Those are the things that people are waiting to hear. So this is what we're talking about today. What is it that you have that you can serve to the world? It's interesting because in my life, I've not necessarily looked at the things in the moment as service-based opportunities. So it's not like I looked at the fact that I don't have hands as something like I can give to the world. It's not like I looked at injury and pain and suffering as a way, something to give to the world. It's not like I looked at like playing piano or creating artwork as something that's I'm giving to the world. And so it took a while sometimes to look back and say, oh, those are things I can actually serve to others. Those are things that can actually speak into somebody else's life. So what I want to share with you today is that there are things in your life, there are things that you have created in your business, there are things that you stand for, values, experiences, circumstances that propel you forward and inspire the people around you. And that is what business is based off of. What is it that you get to say to the world, and how does it support? Who does it support? Who are you speaking to? And then how can you serve them? So today we're going to be talking about a couple different ways that you can serve the people around you. And the best way that I have found, especially in this day and age where everybody is so visual, is creating visual content, creating audio, video content online. This is the best way for people to get to know you, to be connected to you, to feel supported by you, to build trust with you, to create consistent relationship with you. It is such a powerful way for you to get out and be consistently clear about who you are speaking to, and for those people to actually find you. So the best way I found is through YouTube. YouTube is a powerful platform. Guess why we're doing this training on YouTube? It's a powerful platform that will support you in creating content, being seen and visible by the people you are actually speaking to, and generating clients from those interactions and relationships. What would it look like in your life to have that simple funnel that you're not even actually paying for? YouTube is a powerful platform that you don't have to pay for to create content on. And it gives you the opportunity to speak specifically to the people that you want to serve in the world. And so this is why YouTube is such a powerful platform. You take Facebook or Instagram, really powerful platforms for very specific things. Creating content that we call evergreen, you're not going to want to create stuff on Facebook. Facebook is not easily, imagine this. Like, let me give you an example instead of trying to explain it in abstract terms. Think about the time where a friend of yours sent you something, said, oh my goodness, I saw this on my feed. It was so cute. And then you looked at it. You're like, oh, that's so fun. Yay. I'm going to go show my husband that. You turn your phone off. You go over to your husband. You open your app up again. and it's gone and you can't find it. This is the downside to other platforms. It's not meant to have content on it that you're watching over and over again, or people are watching after it's already recorded. People are watching after it's live. Where YouTube is a powerful space where you can be creating content that is living after you. Imagine you could have created a piece of content a year ago that is still getting views, that is still creating relationship with you, and that is actually generating clients for you right now while you sleep, while you go play with your kids, while you go make dinner. It is generating relationships and clients for you right now. Imagine having a funnel of lead to client generation that's like that simple. Oh man, I invest and create relationship and time and create content for the people I'm speaking to, and they come find me through, okay, well, let me not get too complicated. They come find me through YouTube. They are in relationship with me. They're getting value from me. And then they're like, boom, I want to hit this button. I want to click this link to have a conversation with her. I want to click this link to sign up for a low ticket program. I'm going to click this to actually have one-on-one coaching with this person. Imagine. So we're not just creating looking good content. We're not just creating visibility in the sense that, hi, here I am. We're actually creating layers of relationship and connection. And this is how we best serve. So think about a YouTuber that you love. I struggle with that word, but I own it. Okay, I own it. I'm a YouTuber. Think about a content creator out there in the world, a YouTuber that creates content that really speaks to you. Who is that person? Really, I would love to know. If you're watching this and you're not engaging, please consider engaging, because this is how this content is really going to land for you. And as a request from me, it supports me in getting clear on what you actually need from the next trainings that we're doing this week and in the future. So if you're here and you're watching, please comment and engage. So if there's a content creator out there that you really love, put it in the comments. I want to know what you're really watching, what you love watching. So I have several content creators. Abby's here. I have several content creators that I love watching. And it's because they're giving me something. They're serving me something that supports me in life. Maybe it's like literally something to calm me down. Maybe it's a vlog. I love watching vlogs. I don't know about you. I love watching vlogs. Maybe it's a tutorial. It's solving a problem for you. It's creating a solution that is something you've been looking for. Maybe you Googled it and you're like, oh, my girl has it. Yay, I'm going to go look for that. You're attracted to the people around you because they serve you something. And Abby says, I watch a couple of gamers pretty religiously. I love that. Abby has brothers. That makes sense, right? It solves a problem. Abby, now you're cool. So I have 6 brothers, so I know this drill. So here's the thing. You have people around you, you have people that you're attracted to around you that are serving you in some way. They're solving a problem for you. They're creating, Dottie's here. Casey Neistat, beautiful example of someone who is serving you, who's creating content for you, who's creating content with you, and who's showing you how to vlog, who's showing you how to create a powerful story, who's showing you like basic marketing. Super powerful guy. We all have people like that in our life. So what are you creating right now that could serve as a solution to someone's problem, that could serve as an answer to someone's question? This is why it's so important to know who you serve. If you don't know who you serve, we're totally going to do that bonus training. If you're on my email list, you will get that bonus training. And if you're not on my email list, you should get on my email list because it's super powerful and there's lots of incredible content. You get to serve somebody out there. If you know who that person is, now it's just cool. How do we generate that? How do we create that connection? How do we create that relationship? So as I said, the most powerful platform I've ever seen in the time that I've been alive is YouTube when it comes to creating content that is working for you, that is serving the people that you specifically want it to serve, that supports you in creating long-term content people will watch years and years past, and that generates clients with you, that generates clients for you, that generates connection and relationship and trust as you put content out. And Abby says, I wish Abby's brother Aaron, I wish Aaron was the reason I watch this because they're cute. I love it. Okay, so here's what I want you to write down. And this is like interactive. I want you, if you have a piece of paper, write down, like grab a pencil, a pen. Probably can hear this so loud. Take a piece of paper, a blank piece of paper, and write down, what is the problem my people have? What are the questions they are asking? You have a person out there. Abby, I know you have a person. Dottie, you got a person. Like, you've got people out there that actually want the solutions you're offering, that actually want the answers you are giving to the world. Who is that person? What questions are they asking? What problems do they want solved? You don't have to make it up. Half of what service is actually just listening to the listening, noticing what people are saying, noticing what people aren't saying. This is what service is. It's not some I think a lot of people make a business off of like an idea that they think is great. And at the end of the day, unless it's serving people and unless you know who those people are, it's actually not a business. And I hear this over and over and over again from my coaches, and I teach it over and over and over again to my leaders, my students in my programs, because at the end of the day, it's not going to support you to create a solution that no one actually wants. Service is about listening to your people, listening well, loving them well, desiring to be in generosity versus taking energy. How many of you have gotten so overwhelmed by the lack of income, by all of the needs that you have in the world that you don't feel are met? How many of you are getting exasperated by the patterns you see yourself living in that you want gone? How many of you are running your business right now so that you get something? Authentically ask yourself this question. Are you coming from a place of generosity, or are you coming from a place of like, I need this, so I'm going to offer this? So notice, are you listening? Are you paying attention to what your people want? You don't have to make this stuff up. Okay, so write down, what are the questions my people are asking? What are the problems my people want solved? Now, what we do is we start surveying. Okay, where are they looking for it? So, for example, if your ideal client is a female between the ages of 21 and 35, and they really are like messy and disorganized and overwhelmed, and you're supporting them in getting out of the clutter, getting out of the mess. You're supporting them in creating patterns and habits in their life that actually support them in clearing their brain emotionally and like actually being organized and free from their own patterns. Cool. There's your person. So, where are they looking for ideas? Well, let's think about it. They're looking Pinterest. Everybody's looking at organizational methods on Pinterest. Everybody's looking for organizational methods for like, they're looking at vloggers, especially like 20 something year olds. I'm going to be authentic here. If you're a person that helps declutter, I might be your client. So totally enroll me. Because oftentimes what I look for is the quick fix. I'm going to go to Pinterest and come up with some cute organizational ideas that aren't practical. I'm going to go to my vloggers and look at their stuff and tell myself, oh, I wish. Or I'm going to psych myself into thinking I actually did something, which I didn't. And I'm just going to watch a bunch of content from somebody else. The other places I would look is, like other people who are in my shoes, business women who are creating freedom in their life. I'm going to be looking for you potentially. Now, here's the goal. You get to be seen. To serve, you need to get out there and show yourself and say, hey, I'm here. Hey, I'm here to serve you. I'm serving you, right? You cannot serve people if you are in the basement by yourself, waiting for somebody to show up at your doorstep. Hermits and leaders, they are not together. I looked at the definition of a leader the other day, and I'm actually gonna share it with you because it's so incredible. The definition of a leader is this: the person who leads or commands a group, organization, or country. People! You have to be with people if you want to be a leader. You have to be with people if you want to serve. You have to know people well. You have to love people well. You have to actually engage with people to be in service. You do not have a business without people. You do not have a business without people. You got to know what their problem is, what they want solved, what questions they have, and how to answer them in a way that really resonates with them. So if this is your problem right now and you're so stuck in your own way, you're like, I feel exasperated. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like I'm not serving well, but I feel like I'm not enough. I feel like I'm not actually creating what people want. Okay. Shift. Reinvent. I'm going to put this in the comments. Reinvent. Like reinvent. Reinvent. What are you creating right now that's not working? You might be like, everything's not working. Okay. What are you creating right now that is working or has worked in the past? I actually had this moment. I'm going to tell you this because like authenticity. I had a conversation with one of my mentors yesterday. I had several conversations with mentors yesterday, and I was feeling a little overwhelmed and exasperated because I had the same question that I was asking you guys. Oh my goodness, why is this not working? Why am I feeling this low point? Why am I feeling stretched? Why am I feeling like I'm here again? And it was beautiful because one of my mentors asked me, okay, well, what's worked in the past? Oh, well, giving, being in generosity, listening to what people need. Okay, well, how can you create that? Giving, listening to what people need, showing up, all of the things. Guess what? You're always going to have to remind yourself about this. This is why this will be a problem until the end of the days. And it's why I will go to sleep and wake up in the morning and have the same thing that I get to solve for people. And the same problems will be there and the same questions will be there. You get to remind yourself why you're here. You get to remind yourself who you are serving and why it is so crazy important for them to have what they want. Service is about focusing out. Service is about generosity. Service is about actually showing up outside of yourself, like getting out of your own way, not allowing the limitations or the stories or the excuses to stop you from giving to that person next to you. This is what business is built off of. The people who really, really build successfully, and I want to be very clear, everyone has a different perspective of success. But at the end of the day, success is about, am I actually making an impact in the world? Maybe it's one person this month. Maybe it was 100. It doesn't matter. Am I making waves in the world? Am I actually touching people? Am I touching lives? Or am I just taking and holding back and limiting myself and everything is about me? And that drives you down. You cannot serve if you are so stuck in your own stuff. So how can we create this momentum and this consistency moving you forward, creating content moving forward? There have been several of you on my list that have not generated YouTube channels or content online. You've not created video content for yourself on a consistent basis. Listen, it's time to get out of your own way and to actually jump in. Maybe you won't like it. Maybe it won't work. Okay, cool. You found another thing that doesn't work. Check. Feedback. But how many days are you going to wait for somebody to come save you, for something to be fixed, for some magical answer to show up in the universe and just come to you and be like, here you are, here's your answer to your problem? I've seen so many of my patterns the last week and it's been really uncomfortable. Honestly, uncomfortable. Because these patterns are stopping me from generating what I want to generate in the world and what I want to give to the world. And as long as I stay in those patterns, I'm not creating things for other people. I'm just taking and taking and taking and taking and choosing to feel like dirt. So if you're choosing to hold yourself back and wait for permission and wait for somebody else to give you the solution, you're not going to find it, because success comes in the reinvention. Success comes when you actually get outside of yourself and show up in the world and serve. Is this landing? Are you hearing me? Service is about actually loving the other person more than your excuses, your limitations, your stories, the things that you tell yourself every single day. So it's time for you actually to shift. If you choose to shift, you don't need people. Like you don't, I'm going to be honest, like, you don't need me. You don't need to come pay Katie. Like, some of you will choose to do that. Awesome. We will get you moving quicker, accelerated growth, value, insane results. It'll be amazing. You don't need me. You just need to be in committed action. Are you committed to being in committed action? Because I'm going to give you a stretch today. And before our training tomorrow, you had better be complete to create that. Otherwise, you are selling yourself short. You are selling yourself short. Yes. Abby, choosing to shift. Okay, we can move forward now. All right. Choosing to shift. Let's go. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to give you the stretch first, and then I'm going to show you how to do it, what to actually create. So, you guys are going to be creating a YouTube video today. You can choose if it's public. You can choose if it's live. You can choose whatever you want to do, right? Create a piece of content. Create it for yourself, create it as a fun little stretchy exercise for your community to find, whatever. You're going to create a YouTube video today, and you're going to be sharing your vision. Why does it matter to me? Why is it important every morning to wake up, to get out of my bed, to get dressed, and to move, to actually move forward? Why do I wake up? Why do I go to bed and wake up? What is it that I want to create in the world? How many times do you practice telling yourself why you're here? Half the time, the people who don't take action and aren't urgent about taking action, aren't committed to taking action, it's because they think they've got time. It's because they think they've got time. Now I'm probably going to cry. So let me tell you about time. One of the people who is the most impactful human beings, he is one of the most impactful human beings when it came to me actually starting my YouTube channel. He is the person that propelled me forward. He always commented on my videos. He was such a big supporter. I had several conversations with him and his wife. They were beautiful. They were inspiring. They were generous, and they were full of life. He thought he had tomorrow. He was generating amazing, beautiful things today, and he passed away suddenly. His wife didn't know it. He didn't know it. There wasn't anything wrong with him. He felt a little sick to his stomach, went to bed, didn't wake up. Let me tell you about time. We have no idea how much time we have. And if you are sitting in passiveness, if you are disconnected to the gift that you are given today, then how do you expect tomorrow to be any different? How do you expect tomorrow to be any different? When I got that news, I was shocked, I was sad, and I also felt very grateful to have known him, and so grateful that he instilled in me the gift of giving, the gift of being in service, the gift of choosing to go out and create every single day and to love creating. And I do that every single day. I get up and I do that every single day. And sometimes it's easier than other days. Sometimes I'm frustrated with my patterns. Sometimes I'm frustrated with the things I'm not creating in the world. Sometimes I'm mad. And that's okay, because it's a choice to constantly be in service. It is a choice to get up every single day and say, I choose to stand for the people who get to hear this message. I choose to stand for the people in my life that are choosing themselves, or choosing the people around them, or choosing their kids, or choosing the next generation, and they're actually in committed action to create it. Why are you waiting for tomorrow? Because you don't even have tomorrow promised to you. I don't have tomorrow promised to me. If this live is the only thing I created today, it was well worth it. Well worth it. So are you living your life that way? No regrets. You choosing to be in committed action every single day to create what you want, to create not just what you want, but what you've been called to create in the world. Sometimes they're different. Sometimes they're the same. But are you listening? Are you paying attention to the people around you and what they need from you? So today, you're going to create a YouTube video. And for those of you who actually choose to be in committed action, I commend you already. I can feel it. I see it happening, and you guys are going to rock this. So share your vision. Dottie, yes, share your vision. Share your vision. What is it that you're passionate about? Who are the people that you're speaking to? Be brave and unafraid. Half the people in the business world don't actually speak to the person they want to speak to because they tell themselves there aren't enough of that person out in the world. So I need to compromise, dilute my message, change a couple words, and create something that fits everybody. And those businesses are still in the same place they were last year because they're not standing up for themselves and being brave and unafraid and bold. And let me just tell you, half of the problems that we have in the world are because we are so self-centered. I am so self-centered. I get to practice this every single day. I get to shift out of this every single day. It is a moment by moment practice, not to be selfish. Because if I'm selfish, I'm going to stop myself whenever something feels uncomfortable. If I'm selfish, I'm going to value my opinion or the opinion of others around me over what I actually get to create and give to the world. If I'm selfish, I'm going to stay in bed because I'm afraid if I get out of bed, I'm probably going to fall down and hurt myself. Like, I know that's exaggerated, but at the end of the day, like, are you afraid of making mistakes over actually just creating? Service is about others. And in that gift, you are able to receive. In that gift, you are able to receive. I choose every single day to be unattached to what something looks like. Unattached to all the things that feel like they are outside of my control. Unattached to the fear and the anxiety and the overwhelm. And that's hard sometimes. I make it hard on myself because I'm so crazy, like distracted by all the things that feel outside of me. Do you relate? Do you feel like the things outside of you right now, especially around this Christmas season, do you feel like it's all falling apart and you have no control? This is how the people who you get to serve in the world feel also. So, you have a choice. Are you going to get up out of bed and create and shift and reinvent because you're so fixed on creating that vision for yourself and creating that vision for other people that it doesn't matter if you fall down, you get back up again? This is the video you are called to make today. This is the video that gets to be seen by at least one person. Maybe that person is you. Maybe you get to be reminded today of why you are on such a mission and why that mission matters today, not tomorrow. That's not promised. Today, right now. It took me a long time to get urgency. Urgency feels rushed. It feels panicked. It feels, I don't like urgency. And I don't like calling people into urgency because I feel like I'm being pushy. But when I experienced my friend passing away and not actually even being able to say goodbye to him, not being able to tell him how grateful I was for all the things he created with me and for me, how he chose to be a supporter and to give to somebody else outside of him, because I didn't get to say that, I'm saying it now. I'm saying it not just to myself, not just to him, but to every single one of you that ever watched this video, because it is selfish of you to choose tomorrow and not today. Are you hearing that? I know that may be a hard thing for you to hear today. I know that there's so much pressure in the world right now. There is so much like slavery, I guess is what I would say. Like there's so much chained energy around like, I have to be this way and I have to choose this because other people choose it. And I have to be this way because other people want me to be this way. And I have to make sure this is right before I actually do it. And I have to say the right things and I can't mess up and blah, 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 blah. No, not the goal. Not the goal. And for even one of you that needed to hear this today, it's a success. And one of those people is me, because I'm telling you, there are times in my life that hearing this is so important. So today is all about service. And that's why, at the end of the day, you have people in your life that you get to serve in your business. You have people that will literally pay you money because they're so enrolled, not in you, but in themselves. what they can create, what's possible, what is the impact that they get to create in the world. Half of us get stuck, more than half, probably all of us at least once get stuck. Let me ask you a question instead of just telling you what it is. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel inhibited and worried that people will not be enrolled in you? Authentically answer that question. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe it's no. Maybe you're like, no, I'm good. Are you worried if people will actually choose to work with you? Are you worried about committed action? Like, are they actually going to pay the price? Are they actually going to do the work? Are they actually going to say yes to me? Anybody? Abby says she's felt that. Yeah, I feel that almost every day. Almost every day. And it takes work to shift out of that because at the end of the day, they're actually not enrolling in me. They're enrolling in themselves. They're enrolling in what they can create in the world. So if you have this question in your head, I'm afraid they won't be enrolled in me. I'm afraid they won't choose me as their coach. I'm afraid they won't actually do the work, pay the money. I'm worried that I'm going to mess it up somehow. That's the conversation that's holding you back from serving, from truly being in the foundation of business, service. What if they say no? Okay, they're a no. Maybe they're a not no for now. Maybe they're like whatever, right? What are they telling you that's defining you? Why are you choosing that no or that maybe or that I don't know to define you? Why are you choosing that yes even to define you? I will tell you, people, I guess it's because it actually does feel yucky to me. And so maybe that's why when people try to compliment me, I feel kind of weird because I'm like, oh, but there's more to do. There's more to do. There's more to do. And it means that I'm never up until now, I've been really ungrateful for the moment I'm in and have been constantly looking for the next step. Oh, where do I get to go? If you're feeling that way this Christmas season, we're almost at the end of the year and you're feeling like, I wish I was there, but I'm here and I certainly don't want to be there again. If that's you right now, it's the gap. It's what's not working. And I'm speaking to myself right now because it took me like 24 hours to shift out of this. And I realized, oh man, like I'm stuck on here and I'm not actually being grateful here. The Bible talks about those who are responsible, and I'm totally paraphrasing, totally go look up this actual verse. I will put it in the chat so I'm accurate on this. There's this verse in the Bible that talks about, I get to be responsible with what I have now. Otherwise, I don't get what's in the future. I don't get what's out here. If I'm not responsible and grateful for this, if I'm not owning this, how do I expect it will be different here? If there is something that is holding you back right now, if you are staying in the same place in your business, there is something here for you to learn. There's something here that is keeping you stuck, and it's on purpose. It's meant for you because you can't get out of here and create a result that is different over here if you're not mastering this moment right here. If you're feeling like you've been stuck for a long time in your business, you've stayed in the same income level, you have created the same level of clients, you're generating the same level of commitment from your clients, they're kind of like passive and like, oh, there's something here for you to learn. There's something here for all of us to learn. Last Christmas, I told myself, I bought everybody's Christmas presents. It was a little bit after Christmas. And I told myself, I never want to be here again. I never want to feel what I feel right now. I never want to feel this uncomfortable. I never want to feel this stretched. I never want to feel this financially thin ever again. Guess what? It doesn't matter if you have the money, you can still feel that way. I was telling myself that success came from having more money, whatever that means. More just means more than what you have right now. And that's what I was telling myself. I will feel free and happy and joyful when I have more money. Cool. I generated lots more money this year than I did last year. And what I realized is I got to the end of last week and I was in tears because I'm like, I have been chasing around a goal that is actually not going to fulfill whatever it is I say I want. My people are the people who want freedom. And freedom is not defined by how much money is in your bank account. Freedom is not defined by how many people you have in your client list. Freedom is not defined by what you have in your living room right now. Freedom is not defined by anything outside of you. It is something that is gifted to you, and it cannot be taken away unless you choose it. Man, I was choosing to put freedom in a box and to say, as long as everything fits in that box, I will be that. But the minute something steps outside of that box, it doesn't qualify. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work. Have you felt this way? Intuitively, I'm like, yes, you've totally felt this way. I don't know how I felt this way. And the people that I want to speak to today, especially our moms, especially the people who've been trying and trying and trying, and you feel like you're just sick of the trying. In this moment, we are like a couple days out from Christmas. In this moment, pause for a minute. And I just want you to hear this right now. There's something inside of you that is meant to come out and be seen by the whole world. And it's messy. And it's not always what you expect. And it's not always what the people outside of you expected. But it's perfect. And it's what people get to hear from you. Sometimes that's tears. Sometimes that's uncomfortable, authentic, honest words. Yeah. But there's something there for you. And there's something there for the person who feels the exact same way, who is where you were or who is where you are right now, that needs to hear what you have to say. I was having a conversation with a beautiful friend of mine, and she said, Katie, people just don't have relationships like this. People are so fake. People they want to wear their mask. They want to keep their mask. They just like, they're chained to their mask because they don't want to be disliked. They don't want to be judged. They don't want to feel uncomfortable. Yeah. You right now have the opportunity to break that chain. Maybe in a small group of people right now, but that will grow. When you are responsible with what you have right now, when you are responsible with what you have right now, it will grow. Sometimes it doesn't grow in money instantly. Sometimes it doesn't grow in people instantly, but the impact you will create will grow. It will grow. So, your homework today is to create a vision live on YouTube. Well, let me retract. It doesn't have to be a live. I would recommend it to be a live because then you don't edit yourself. And it can be whatever you want it to be. It can be public, it can be private. Maybe it's meant for you in this moment, but do not chicken out of this. Do not hold back on this. Whatever is the most stretchy for you, create that. So Abby's committed. She's going to create a live today. Aren't you, Abby? And whoever else is watching this, even after the fact, please do not just watch and hope that creates something. Please do not just watch this and be like, it's a good idea, and then close out and not generate something. It is not what committed leaders do in the world. It is not what entrepreneurs who actually have a vision and are committed to creating that vision, it's not what they do. So if you want to be one of those people, Abby, yes, ma'am. If you want to be one of those people like Abby, who actually stretches herself and creates a piece of content today and instant messages it to me, thank you, and so I can see it and celebrate it with you. I do not judge you. Whatever it is that you say is perfect. If you want to be one of those people, then be on this stretch with us. Be on this stretch with us and create something incredible today. because there is something that is meant to come out of you. And the longer you hold it back, the more empty and unfulfilled you will feel for the rest of your life. And the more you will say, oh, I've got tomorrow. But you actually can't say that. And just like my friend, like this video is like for you, Alan. This friend did not have that promise to him. And I don't want you to go through your life on a bunch of tomorrows. Do not live your life on a bunch of tomorrows. Live today, here and now. Be proud of what you created today, who you were being today. So that, you know what? If you don't have tomorrow, you're still like, yes, that's okay. Okay, so you have your homework. There is nothing else that I need to say. Go create incredible things today, and I cannot wait. Find me anywhere. Find me on Instagram, DM me. Find me on Facebook, DM me. Find me, like, you find me somewhere, and share with me what you created, what you generated. And please, if you're hopping on here right now, I would highly recommend to stop watching this and watch it. I'm gonna end like literally in a couple minutes. Or should I say a couple seconds? Go and watch the full training. Please do not like short yourself. Watch the whole training, get the picture, create the breakthroughs, create committed action. Let's go. Today is all about service, and this is the foundation of a highly successful business, and a business that creates impact in the world and really supports the people around you. All right. I love you. Have an amazing day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Happy Christmas week. Let's give. Let's give it all away.